was a Friday evening, and I was driving home from work when I noticed something familiar in the parking lot of a hotel near the highway, my wife's silver sedan. At first, I thought maybe she was attending some work meeting or a conference, but it was odd. She hadn't mentioned anything about being there. The car was parked in a corner, partially hidden behind a van. Something about it made my stomach tighten. I told myself not to overthink, but curiosity and unease got the better of me. I parked my car a short distance away and walked toward the hotel. I wasn't sure what I expected. Maybe she was inside with friends or meeting someone for work. But when I saw her through the glass doors, my breath caught in my throat. She was laughing. Not just a casual laugh. The kind of laugh she used to share with me. When we first fell in love, and she wasn't alone, sitting across from her at a small table in the hotel. Cafe was a man I didn't recognize. He leaned in close, his hand brushing against hers. They looked comfortable, too comfortable. I stood there, frozen, my mind trying to piece together excuses, stories, anything to make sense of it. But the longer I watched, the harder it became to deny what my gut already knew. I didn't storm in. I didn't cause a scene. Instead, I pulled out my phone and snapped a picture. My hands were shaking so badly I almost dropped it. I felt sick. My heart pounding so loudly it was all I could hear. Every shared memory, every I love you, every promise we made, it all replayed in my mind. Now tangled with this image of her holding another man's hand in a hotel. I drove away, my vision blurry, gripping the steering wheel as though it could anchor me in the chaos. That night I didn't go home. I sat in my car by the pier, staring at the dark water, wondering when things had changed. When had she stopped loving me? Or had she ever? The next morning I confronted her. She tried to deny it at first, then claimed he was just a friend who was going through a hard time. But the hotel, the hand-holding, the lies, her excuses felt like knives twisting deeper into my chest. She finally admitted she had been confused for months, that she'd met him through a mutual acquaintance, and that it just happened. It's strange. You think you'll scream or cry when you hear something like that, but I didn't. I just felt empty, like someone had taken the air out of me. I told her to pack her things and leave. She begged me to talk, to work through it, but the image of her that night in the hotel was burned into me. It was the moment our marriage ended, and I knew I'd never look at her the same way again. I still drive past that hotel sometimes, not because I want to, but because it's on my way home. And every time I remember the man I was before that night, and the man I became after. The road is the same, but I'm not.